lucky charm. So baby, double down. So baby, double down. I could be your lucky charm. I could be your lucky charm.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because
welcome everyone here tonight as we are live here at Monza. And I tell you what, this is week 9 here for PGR, and I'm excited about this one. This one is presented by Jimmy Fund. I got a special link up in the fight against cancer. That is what this one is about. Now, for everybody else out there watching, thank you for checking in. My name is Brandon Smith for Blackout Motorsports Racing Network, and I'll be presenting this whole thing for you live while I'm in the booth with my wife, Jenna. The temperature on the track right now is 114 degrees up this 3.57 mile circuit around Monza in Italy. It's going to be extra fun. Also, tonight's weather is 67 degrees clear, no wind to speak of, so it should be extra good for these drivers here. But let's go to the track and see how these guys are dialing it in as we just kind of clear up some of the stream here and see who's topping the charts so far. Jade Bruffett, been a big contender in this league so far. He's been trying to get into the #1 spot, and he did it just last week, if I remember right. We go to see the standings. Let's see here. Nope, it was Jeffrey Lawler last week at Spa. It was Lawler at Austria. We've had about 5 or 6 winners this season, which has been pretty good. James Langvin out of Canada is back though in the saddle. He's ready to rip some laps here at Monza. He's coming back late in the season, but he's back in the grid as we have 3 or 4 different champions in this grid tonight. One to note is James Langvin. We also have Taylor Toller, last season's champion. We are expecting to see Jesse Erdman and Anthony Younes here also. All those guys are champions here at PGR in the Grand Prix Series. That is going to make it or break it tonight, and who's going to have the skill to pay the bills. But now we got guys in the chat early on. Let's go to these guys and see how they're feeling tonight. We're going to start it off with Tea Time. Taylor Toller coming off of a big win in the Indy 250. Let's see how he's feeling tonight. Toller.
What's happening, dude?
Tonight you're coming in here. It's Monza, the house of speed. How are you feeling coming into this one?
Pretty good. I mean, it's not my favorite track in the world to race, but you know, we'll see what we can do here, man. You know, we've had some pretty okay success here over the last couple years and seasons, so we'll see what we can put together here pretty soon, and you know, see how the race goes. We can only just hope for the best.
Exactly, as this track is extremely technical. Nobody really realizes it, and I don't know how many can do it, but there's a few out there that can probably late break turn 1 and successfully get away with it. But the turns are going to make or break every driver tonight.
Right, and that's what a lot of them need to understand is who can do that and who can't. And it's like this middle section right here. I don't know if you got the camera on me or not, that I'm going through. Those couple turns right there, man, those turns right there, for whatever reason, I've never been able to run it. Don't know why, but everywhere else I'm good on the track, but those turns right there will make or break my whole lap for me through those turns, and don't know why.
Smooth as fast.
It's just like it ain't going in my head, man.
Smooth as fast. The last one that you just came out of is the one that always breaks me.
Yeah, and you know, I know probably as soon as I quit talking, because I can't talk and drive at the same time too, but it's all right. You can interview me anytime. But, you know, there's a couple corners, like I said, that middle section right there, man, that it's just like, for whatever reason, I can't get an arc in my brain to figure out, to save my life, how to really take those corners whatsoever, man. It's just, I don't know. It's like speaking a different language.
It's all about the exit. You got to find an earlier break zone, get a good exit, and you're going to be flying.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and work on here in practice. Been a while since I've been to this track, so we'll see what I can come up with on this one.
All right,
if I can quit locking up.
Good luck. I'll let you concentrate. Good luck tonight,
See you,
man.
buddy. Thank you, man.
Thank you. That's Taylor Toller, everybody, driver of the number 17, last season's champion. Now let's talk to Shade Bruffett, who's been making some noise. Shade.
Hey, Brandon. How's it going?
Every week since you came in here, it's been a monster race for you, mega drives, and you still have yet to get that dub. What are you gonna do? You're the bridesmaid. 27 dresses later, everybody. Shade finally gets a win. What's gonna be the goal tonight? Is it gonna be the try and take it down, or is it gonna be try and crank it up a notch and try and get that dub?
Yeah, I might, be a little bit safer on strategy this time. I think strategy's been my downfall. Usually, I'm trying to be too. I overthink it a little too much, but maybe this time I'll just try to do something a little bit more straightforward, and maybe I'll have the pace.
I think you need to take it from a song I know.
What's that?
It says "Shut Up and Drive."
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
All right. Well, Shade, glad to have you up here in the booth. Good luck to you in tonight's race, and hopefully Monza's good to you.
I hope so. We'll see how turn one plays out.
All right. Good luck to you, man.
All right. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you. That's Shade Bruffett, everybody. And now let's hear from Tarcisio, who's came a very long way to make some noise here in Italy. Tarcisio.
Oh, my friend. How are you?
How are you tonight? It's Monza. How excited are you for this one?
Yes, this track is amazing. I'm so excited.
Definitely with the high-speed corners. Are you feeling pretty confident tonight?
Yes. I'm feeling comfortable. Let's see in the first turn.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you get back to it. Good luck tonight, and hopefully you have that dub.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Tarcisio rocking and rolling. And now let's hear from Jasper. We're going to interrupt Jasper here. Jasper.
Yo.
From Brand Don't Motorsports, the team that got beat by Blackout the last week. How's Texas? Anyway, we're coming here tonight.
All right, get disconnected.
This is going to be a great race for you. It's Monza, House of Speed. How confident are you on this tonight's race?
I don't know, man.
Still figuring it out?
No, that's not the case really, but I don't know what else what kind of pace the rest can do,
Oh, gotcha. So you're just going to weigh it out by ear as you get into this thing.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back. I'll let you get to it. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you, man. Enjoy.
Thank you. So Jasper is getting ready to go to town. Now let's hear from Daniel McCurdy. Let's see how he's feeling. He's a newcomer here. Daniel.
Yes, sir.
You're coming in here. You're going to be ripping some laps at Monza, House of Speed.
This is a lot of
anxiety rising. How are you feeling tonight?
This was a lot of fun. I've been running some practice this afternoon, so pretty excited about this one. It's got its technical turns, but I think the car will be good.
It's all about the exit.
Yes, setting up the corners is what I've been noticing here. Is if you can set up the first turn, especially through these chicanes, then you can get out pretty quick and have a good lap.
You should have been nearly full throttle there. I mean, you got to rip that wheel right and left and hope the car sticks.
That's something I am noticing with these F1 cars compared to some of the other stuff we race is, really being able to use the brakes in these cars and then also being able to turn the wheel, and the car's going to go where you turn, so you don't have to baby it.
It's a lot of trust. Trust that the tires will do their job and stick.
and trust that I made the right decision. That is the other part there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you get back to it, man. Good luck here tonight. And hopefully the odds are in favor. So Danny McCurdy getting ready to rip, and now here's Doug Ward. Dougie boy.
Hey.
How are you feeling coming into Monza? House of Speed, Italian Air. Oh, what could possibly go wrong here?
Well, this turn 1 chicane, that's what I imagine could go wrong. Presumably on lap 1, if history is to be looked at. But this time, I don't plan to be the one that causes that problem. So.
Oh, somebody's been putting a little bit of lap and seat time in, it sounds like.
I wouldn't say that.
You can't park there, sir.
I didn't park.
Nah, it's one of those tracks where it's extremely technical and deceivingly technical, so.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, this is another one of those ones that I ran last season, so I'm a little more familiar with this one than other places on the schedule.
All right.
I'd say.
Well, that's good news,
we'll
and hopefully the added laps help you out tonight.
They should.
All right, man. Good luck. Hopefully the odds are in your favor, and can't wait to see what you do tonight. So Doug Ward getting ready to go. And now, Will Atkinson just showed up. Let's hear from him. Will. Oh, Will?
How's it going?
Man, it looks like you're just getting here. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling all right tonight. I'm feeling all right. I think last week I tied for 8th, so I'm going to say I'm going to do a top 8. Each week it gets better.
Yeah, which is a good note. I mean, over the course of this season, of course, we've seen consistent improvement out of a few drivers starting to get to grips on this W12. Can we expect to see the more of that clean over fast out of a lot of drivers tonight, or do you think it's going to be push it to the limit and don't make it stick?
Well, I can't control what other people do. I know I can only control myself, so I'll go with the clean over fast.
It seems to work better for all the way around.
Yeah, it does, because clean will make you faster.
Yes, it will. I can, as I'm probably one of the proteges for Prime Grid Racing and test subject gone wrong, as I started to develop road racing skills out of PGR. Nobody realizes it. Beforehand, I was placing nearly dead last, and now I'm in a Class B race and placing dead last, but I'm not as bad as it was. I'm not going that lap down. I'm just not on the same pace.
Hey, one step at a time.
Baby steps, get on the track. Baby steps, get on the track. That's what I'm going to have to do Thursday night when I step in the barber. Dang it. I ain't going to lie. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but at the same time, I am a host. So it's going to be extra fun. All right, we're going to get you to it, man. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully the odds are in your favor here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. It's Will Atkinson, everybody, driver of the number 10. Jeffrey Lawler, last week's winner, is here. He's in the house. Not in a chat, though. Wish he was. That'd be extra special. You get to hear his take before the race, but he's usually getting his head down, getting ready to race, putting in the laps beforehand. We got 24 minutes to crunch time. Don't go anywhere, race fans, and enjoy some of the sights and sounds of Italy. are back here in Monza, and tonight's race is presented by JimmyFund.org. That's right. I put a special link in the description. If you want to donate to this very special cause, go to JimmyFund.org, pass a donation, donate to a spectacular cause that they do research for cancer. It's a great cause. I'm fully behind it. You'll want to check them out. Go to jimmyfund.org or hit the link in the description. And tonight's race is more about who can actually dial it in the most. They got to figure out where everything lies at. Where do you hit the brake points? You know, if you got a car that's alongside one another, do you brake a little late? Do you brake a little early? You're coming into a turn, oh shoot. Well, if you turn in too early, you're going to make contact. If you turn in too late, you could potentially screw up your turn. So all the timing is on the turns here tonight, which I fully expect we're going to see a shootout for a few of the drivers. But all in all, we should be able to see a very good show. And tonight's race, if you're wondering, there it is right there. Jimmy Fund. Look them up on Google. You will see it's actually a pretty good cause. So check them out. Now we're going to bring up Jesse Erdman, driver of the number 45. See how he's feeling tonight. Jesse, Bobessi, Fee, 5, Hofessi, Jesse.
I got you. You got me.
I got you now, sir. Coming into tonight's race, how are you feeling about Monza? Because I know you're a veteran to the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Monza. It's all right, I guess. It's a historic track, so I respect it. Let's just say.
Now, with you being teamed up with Brandon Perry, and we know Perry. We know Perry is a huge fan of Monza. Can we expect to see fireworks out of PGR tonight?
Well, hopefully. I'm kind of hit or miss here. Sometimes I'm real fast and sometimes I'm slow, and he's always really fast here. So hopefully I can put it together myself and we can both have a good finish.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back down to it. Good luck here tonight. Get ready for the show, my friend, because it is Monza.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So Jesse Urban getting ready. And now let's hear from Brandon Perry with a very special word from JimmyFund.org. Brandon Perry.
What's up, Brandon Smith? I knew you were going to bring me up here. I was just talking to McCurdy about standing starts. But I felt it. I felt I was getting dragged up here,
man,
and it had to happen.
You already know what I'm going to do right now.
We are going to talk about Jimmy Fun, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff, I think.
You're gonna tell me, okay, so you're going to go like this, and you're going to tell us about Jimmy Fun while I'm making pointing movements at the sign right below my camera.
Beautiful. That's what I thought we were going to do. Well, this is the PGR Italian Grand Prix presented by Jimmy Fund. And, that's jimmyfund.org. That's where we're asking everybody to send all donations to jimmyfund.org, whether it's, $1 or $5 or, $200 or even $1,000 like we've gotten in the past. We're asking for all donations to go strictly to jimmyfund.org, and all those donations go directly to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute here in Boston, Massachusetts. I've seen how it affects families and how these donations help families with my own two eyes, I should say. And it goes a long way, whether it be helping families with parking or meals or some entertainment or around the holidays or groceries or anything to help relieve the stress of, being able to fight cancer, because it's such a major fight that these families are in. And my heart goes out to anybody that has a family member that they've either lost or that is currently dealing with cancer. I unfortunately lost my mom in 2023 to cancer, so these races mean a lot to me, and they always have been. We've been running them since 2020, and I'll keep running them until I'm done sim racing. And then I'll try to do something else to help raise money to fight back against this disease. So, as I always say, if we can find the cure, then we all win, and society wins, humanity wins. So I'm happy to be able to put on these races, and I'm very proud to be able to do it, and proud to represent my mother in these races as well.
Absolutely. You know, Prime Grid Racing right now, along with Blackout Racing League, is set to do some of the biggest sim racing you will see anywhere in the near future, as a lot of stuff is in the works on my end. You know this, Barry. I'm coming up with some stuff. I got stuff cooking in the kitchen. Just saying.
Always.
It's gonna be great. Could be coming up and seeing the World Cup, and for the first time, been talking to Perry about sending the PGR guys to Dirtland. That's right. I am planning what is going to be called the PGR Blackout Racing League Nationals. You've heard of Winter Nationals. You've heard of the Chili Bowl. You've heard of everything else, but this is going to be the iconic PGR Blackout Racing League Nationals. And I don't know how many guys in PGR can race dirt. I know I'm probably a select few that can and have, but there's also a couple dirt drivers in there that I happen to know will love what I'm cooking there. But I have not decided on the car and how to set up the tracks yet. But the other thing I'm planning is the World Cup, where these guys are going to be finding out who the baddest F1 driver in the league is in a 4-race shootout over a weekend. So a lot of stuff in the books and a lot of extra stuff behind the scenes that we cannot divulge yet, but I promise it's only going to get better.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline for not only Prime Grid Racing, the Blackout Motorsports League, and I should say Blackout Motorsports Network and Blackout Racing League as well. But here at PGR, you're going to see a lot of changes, some seasons even, and some rules even. Maybe next season in Grand Prix season, we're going to change qualifying, I think. And I think you'll like that idea, but I'm gonna hold off on letting people know about it. But you're gonna see some changes in Grand Prix. You're gonna see some changes in Cup Series, IndyCar, and GT3 Series. So we're just gonna keep making it bigger, badder, and better. And I'm excited for what lies ahead for our partnership together with the two Brandos and some of the sponsors that are going to be coming on, and our current sponsors as well.
As I'm sure everybody is getting amped up for what's to come in the future, as they know something's up, because we've been trying to change up a few things as of recently. Some stuff we can expect is a driver. We'll save that for another time, but Perry knows where I was going to go with that one. But I'm going to let you get ripping, Perry. And I was talking to Erdman. You love Monza. Can we expect fireworks out of PGR tonight?
Well, I do love Monza. This is one of my favorite tracks. I need to just kind of get the rhythm here, settle in. I'm sure after a few laps, I definitely will. This is a track where I think, qualifying strategy. Last week I started on mediums. This week definitely have to start on the softs. I think everybody will be. So it's interesting to see what strategies will play out. But I'm definitely excited for this race. This is definitely, I would say, one of my better layouts. So I'm hoping to be able to hit the marks here tonight, but we'll see.
All right,
But before I go, I'd like to, thank our current sponsors of all of our road series, including, Prime Grid Racing, myself at Prime Grid Racing, Anthony Yunez with No BS Tech, Landon Bednars with Wise Owl Wash, Landon, I always want to call him Landon Meeks. Thomas Meeks
I'm
with
okay with
Wheels
that,
America.
just say
I know we always say that. Thomas Meeks with Wheels America, and then Liam Doyle and Jesse Erdman, and then also Shade Bruffett. Shade Bruffett came on late in the season as a big donation, and we appreciate him as well.
All right, well, I'm going to get you back to it, man. Good luck. And I cannot wait to see what you can do with that PGR car.
Thank you, Brendan. We'll try to put on a show here tonight.
So that was Brandon Perry, everybody. And now let's hear from Harry Krantz and see how he's feeling. Harry!
What's up, Brandon?
You're coming in here. How are you feeling tonight?
Awful. I wasn't actually going to show up tonight. I have a migraine right now, so... But I said, listen, me and Leon, we're at the top of the board. I got a job to do. So, we're here. But
exactly. As, you know, last night you seen, that's what that's what it takes. Is a whole lot of heart to tough it out.
Exactly.
And especially with some of the heat that comes off of these PCs that we got.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to it, man. Good luck here tonight, and hopefully you start feeling better by the end.
Hopefully. I took some medicine, so maybe.
All right, good luck to you, man.
All right. Thank you.
So that was Harry Krantz. A little under the weather, but he'll be fine, I think. We'll find out. But let's hear from Alex Hinchcliffe. Alec.
Yo, what's up, Brandon?
Hopefully I'm pronouncing that one right. But anyway, you're coming in here tonight. How are you feeling?
Good. Got a late start getting in here to practice, but just going to do a couple quick laps, get warmed up. I'm feeling ready. I do have a grid penalty, so I'm not qualifying today, but I'm looking forward to fighting up through the grid.
Yeah, as last week you just had an unfortunate incident that just led to the grid penalty, and just like anybody else, grid penalties are grid penalties, and it happens to all drivers eventually.
Yep. So.
All right. Well,
but, I'll be looking to fight through.
All right. Well, good luck to you, man. Hopefully, we see some success out of you still.
Thanks.
Thank you. As Alex Hinchcliffe, and now not seeing anybody else really here tonight. As drivers are still logging in, starting to get busy on the. Coming into the summertime for everybody. But for now, that's what they're doing. So everybody, please rise for the one thing I do every racing event. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. What a great national anthem done by the Navy band for that one. Everybody watching, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this kind of action every Monday night, hit that sub button, hit that like button. It does not bite very often. Now coming up in next week for these guys, they travel to Silverstone, Hockenheim, and guess what? The championship is going to be at Zuka. You will not want to miss out on any of the action here whatsoever. Some of the best racing action you will find is, in fact, will be right here for when it comes to Grand Prix racing at its finest. See a lot of guys in the deal here. We got about 8 minutes left, and these drivers are getting set to really put it down. And now we do have James Langvin in the chat. We're going to go bring him on up here. We're going to have a little chat, seeing how he's feeling, coming back for the first time in a very long time. So driver James Langvin. James.
Yeah.
You are back in the saddle again, running hot. How are you feeling coming into this one, especially coming back, especially to Monza?
Oh, pretty good, man. It's been a while since I've been in PGR, so it's a sweet reunion, I guess. And yeah, I like Monza. It's a fun track, so just gonna have fun. I'm gonna stay out of the way of the leaders. I think there's a points battle going on here for the championship, so. But I'm just gonna have some fun tonight and see where the chips fall.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. I'm gonna get you back to it, and great having you on board once again.
Yeah, thanks, Wrench.
Thank you. So James Langvin getting ready to go to town. Now let's talk about that thing that we were talking about earlier on. Let's talk about points here very shortly. We're going to get everything loaded up I need for it anyway. As I'm going to just kind of load. Oh, my. There we go. All right, so let's switch it over so you guys can see a nice clean deal here. Presented by Jimmy Fun there. Mark Samat is actually at the top. He's got a 10-point lead over Leon Flukiger. Sebastian Marino has been rocking the house. He's staying right at bay especially with Alex Hinchcliffe. Now, Brandon Perry currently running 5th place. He's going to have to stay out in front of Taylor Toller, who's been rocking the house. Now, Jeffrey Lawler is killing it in the last couple races. He has had 2 back-to-back wins. He's looking for a 3rd here tonight, especially at this one. I can't wait to see what he can do, especially since he is very talented behind the wheel in open wheel. So we'll find out from how this one pans out later on. You know, you go down there, Jesse Erdman and Justin Carzoza, Stephen Brown, Tim Morris. Our top 10 it's a 3-way fight for the 9th place right now. So it's anybody's game after this one, and we'll find out who is the top dog indeed after it. And when we're talking about this, we also got to talk about team points. There is team standings here, and it goes as such. Flukiger and Krantz are at 201. Samat and Donegan at 182. Marino and Atkinson at 181. With Urban and Perry, last year's champions in the team standings, at 180. And then you got Brown and Morris at 166. Toller and Inurella at 166. Hinchcliffe and Ward at 152. Lawler, Bruffett, the dynamic duo battling through this field at 137 and making some noise. And then it kind of just continues. Yunez and Doyle at 101. Grodis and Carvalho at 80. So some of the teams not finding the same amount of success as the season goes on. We're 4 minutes 30 seconds away from the start here of qualifying for Monza. This one is gonna be an interesting one, and we just got word the main contender is not gonna be here tonight. So the title is potentially gonna be up for grabs, as we do have 13 drivers here, and every single one of them knows how to wheel it and get around here at Monza from what we're seeing. Not too much separation on the speed charts. Maybe between the leaders, you know, you got Shea Bruffett and Tarcisio Carvalho. Carvalho has been having a tough season so far. It's not been the easiest for him. Atkinson and Hinchcliffe have been at the front, they've been at the back, they've been in between. So hopefully they can put it together, as the mid-pack battles are as is good. My wife, Jenny Lockwood, in the booth saying, keep it clean, guys. She's watching. She wants to see some good racing here tonight. as it's going to be a very good time indeed as this one goes on. We're going to go ahead and we're going to find out who, see if there's anybody else I need to talk to, but we're going to bring up, would bring up Brandon Perry, but we're gonna bring him up anyway. We're gonna start something new. I think we're gonna start something new here tonight. Let's find out. Brandon Perry.
What's up, Brandon Smith?
I'm throwing you under the bus on this one. We're gonna start something new tonight.
What's that?
We're gonna have a driver to watch.
Like it. I like it.
What driver are we gonna keep an eye on tonight for being the bad boy on the track?
Let me see here. Just pulling off the track. Let me get a look here. Oh, I like it.
I can tell you who
I want to say. Okay. I want to hear yours first, but I've got a guy I definitely want to have an eye on.
I'm thinking Atkinson.
That's a good one. Willie has been extremely fast the last few races. Has really been one of those drivers that has been developing every race, and man, you are really starting to see it pay off these last few races. Has been super fast, super competitive. I would not be against that one. And maybe we even have another one, but mine would be Doug Ward. Same thing, really just been coming on a lot lately, not only in the Grand Prix series, but the Cup series and IndyCar and GT3. The man's racing everything he can get his hands on. So I would say those two guys, man, they're really, really coming along well and getting faster and faster and great drivers.
But wait, there's one more person we got to get in here to help settle this. We need another admin. We're going to drag him on up.
Oh, Jesse has no clue what's going on.
We're going to throw Jesse under the bus.
Has no clue what you're doing to him.
Jesse, we got two drivers to watch so far. Who's your pick for a driver to watch here tonight?
I don't know. I'd like to see old James Longevin, see what he does tonight.
Oh, hey,
that's another one. The returning champion, the returning season 1 and 2 champion is back on the grid, not only in Grand Prix, but Cup and everything else, too.
So 3 solid choices. Those are our drivers to watch here tonight. Stay tuned because, oh, shoot, I got a little bit of time left. But I'm going to get you guys down there. Good luck here tonight. And let the guys know that we're rooting for them. All right. Thank you. So, Jesse Irvin, we're going to get Perry out of here. They're going to go let the guys know what drivers we're watching. Get on your feet, race fans, because practice is nearly over. And it's time to get this show truly to the next level. And we're back here at Monza. You hear them firing out of the pits. That's right. Qualifying has begun here at Monza. And you see them all roar out of the pits. We got everybody coming out now. Shade Bruffett, Doug Ward, Jeffrey Lawler has already taken center stage here. Harry Krantz bringing it out. He's stepping out. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We're going to be crowning us a pole sitter here in no time. So stay tuned while JimmyFun.org gets this party started. We are here in Monza, and look at the top of the leaderboard. Jade Bruffett brings the noise. 120.73, setting a blistering pace. Taylor Toller right behind him, tied for that provisional pole. Jasper Grodes and Daniel McCurdy laying down some laps now, which is really good for a few drivers. Doug Ward, he's going to be crossing the line. I believe this is his hot lap. Does that get him up there? Harry Kranz goes P4. Great lap time out of him. We're going to start seeing a lot of lap times getting put in. Now, some stuff these guys have to watch out for. On this qualifying lap, if they go off and say they go over the line and they get an X or anything like that, over the line is over the line. Lap does not count. They're actually pretty strict about that. So it's great news there, but check out what we're seeing here. We're seeing a couple guys utilizing some of that slipstream action. They're just going to try and get this one done. As you do see, oh my, that might not be the best place to park your car at the end of the night. You got to be somewhat careful. I'm not sure what's going on here as Willie is trying to find a spot maybe to pull over, as it looks like that's Jasper right behind him. Oh, that was not Jasper. That was Tarcisio Carvalho, actually, in the number 9. Who did get up into P3. Now, Taylor Toller has got to try and find a way to improve that pace. You know, honestly, he might want to consider... Oh, he did consider it. Good. He's on the Reds. So he is on Reds right now. Is he going to improve pace? Just might, as Jeffrey Lawler goes P1. Toller goes P2. Bruffett goes to the back. Interesting change of direction here as Jeffrey Lawler sets himself up to get P1 once into on pole once again here. Man, he can drive. Taylor Toller, of course, trying to maybe improve beyond that. He's 0.58 off of that. Lawler sets it into the 119s. Now the time to beat. As we got 7 minutes, 35 seconds. And a few other guys got to qualify yet. James Langman and Brandon Perry, of course, do need to step out. I'm listed on the board, but I'm not going to be there, as I'm not going to do it. You're watching it from the pit box. That's not where you're supposed to sit there, Roski. You got to get in there. You got to be like in the car. You got to be feeling the air. You got to feel the air movement. You got to feel it. It's just Monza is so amazing. I can't stress this enough. As I've driven here in the past, whether it be GTPs to GT3s to Formula 1, the W12, W13, open wheel. It is. You'll be fine. Throw a wrist brace on it. Drink some. Take an ibuprofen. You'll be fine. Ice it. You'll be fine. Good to go. Top notch. Mwah. Angel's kiss. You'll be patched up in no time. I have been there. I've hurt my wrist in the past racing. If anybody's ever seen me on the track in my POVs. So this little thing that these guys are talking about is right here. So I'm just getting disconnect real quick. So all these guys are using probably one of these. Maybe a little bit more like a Formula 1 wheel. Just saying. Now, this wheel has all the buttons on it. You got all sorts of buttons you can push to do whatever. However, this other box I got here, right here, actually says, oh, hey, we're going to generate some force feedback. Gives it a more realistic feel. However, when it comes down to actual driving it, and once you get in that motion, you smash the wall doing 150 miles an hour, it jerks the wheel really bad. And you wind up similar to Daniel Ricciardo, who is a former driver for Red Bull. Don't think he is now. I think he's kind of stepped up, but it's tough. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you gotta let go of the wheel and hit the brakes. You'll be fine. Unfortunately for you, this loss of points. Just saying. Should have toughed it out. I would have. Ice that stuff, take an ibuprofen, an aspirin, do whatever you got to do. But yes, I would have definitely been in here regardless of a hurting wrist. Just saying. If I can do it, I'm sure you can. These ones are not that easy, depending on what wheel brand you have, though. There's multiples out there. There's Sim Magic. There's Fanatec. There's a few others. VRS makes one. Moza is the one I personally use. I love Moza. Works out great. So you didn't even... You'll be fine. Just... I think you'll be fine. Duct tape. Duct tape and... Moza, yeah. I agree. Moza is a great company for making wheels that are affordable for everybody. It's awesome to get Moza if you have a Moza. I have not had a hiccup except with the pit house, actually. That's the only thing I dislike right now. Lawler still in P1 though, in he's setting a pace. He's out there to make a statement tonight. He's driving like there's no tomorrow, and Shade Bruffett, his teammate, is doing the same thing. Now next season, there is some new stuff coming that's gonna shake this. Exactly, a little super glue will do the trick. Throw some super glue on it, get in here. You still got time. You got 3 minutes. Jeffrey Lawler, though, is out front. I don't know if he's going for the trifecta here this season. He will be the only driver this season to get the trifecta. And his teammate, Shea Bruffett, setting an unbelievable pace, too. 2 first-seat drivers, in my opinion, but... What do I know? I'm not in there. I'm not out there. I can't drive this. And whenever I drive these things, everybody's like, "Go get out of his way," or "Hey, moving roadblock." Because I'm so slow, but I'm always on my line, so they just kind of let me be for a while. As I'm just hearing some news from some other stuff going on, but Taylor Toller, Shade Bruffett, trying to up the pace to get into this one. Looks like Lawler might have this one. He might have this one signed, sealed, and delivered right now, as the lap time definitely not off pace at all. She's clearly saying a solid pace. But these guys are going to have a whole lot of laps to prove themselves if you want to win this race. You got to be number 1 on the last lap. It don't matter what you do in qualifying. It doesn't matter what you do in practice. It matters what you do on the final lap of the race. And that's what some of these drivers have to remember. You can go out there, you can put down blistering pace, but if you get into somebody and send that car flying and make it airborne and collect that frequent flyer miles from American Express, I mean, it doesn't work. However, if you race a clean race, put the fast laps up, and your number 1 spot at the end, you just won. And that is the secret these guys got to keep in mind as they're tackling this course tonight. 48 seconds remaining. 12 viewers out there. If you guys got a favorite driver, let me know who it is. I see somebody going for Mars for the win. All right, I can dig it. He's been showing continued improvement himself. However, I don't see him in the chat, but I think he's in the race here tonight. We'll see. Yeah, I don't see Tim Mars here tonight. Unless, Roski, are you Tim? Come on, you can tell me. Are you Tim? As these drivers still setting the laps, Alec Hinchcliffe, of course, will not be able to qualify, serving a grid penalty tonight in tonight's race. The last lap is called. Drivers are going to try to seal the deal here. You see, that's Toller. Toller's going to have to get on it and just crank it up. He has to hit that switch that says, I am unstoppable. You know, there's a few drivers out there he's noticed in the F1 world where they're just crank it up and nothing stops them, nothing phases them. Oh, my bad, Harrison. I don't recognize your chat. You need to change your YouTube name. Harrison Spory, everybody in the chat. He's not able to race tonight because of a wrist issue. Tough go of it. Hopefully he can get it patched up and be here next week. I recommend ice and some ibuprofen. That might help alleviate some of the pressure on it. I see a couple guys just getting some practice takeoffs here. Shea Bruffett, one of them. There's a practice launch. Taylor Toller might be trying to practice launch his. It looks like he does. He's just trying to get a feel for how the launch is going to go. Looks like Jeffrey Lawler is on pole here tonight at Monza. Let's go to tonight's grid. Brought to you by the Blackout Motorsports Racing Network and Jimmy Fund. Once these guys get back in it, he's out there doing some practice stuff. As he's just trying to get a good launch, sends it off. That'll be his time. And now it's time for the main event as we go to the race of 38 laps here at Monza. Let's go to tonight's grid. On pole will be Jeffrey Lawler, followed by Taylor Toller. There'll be Shane Bruffett and Tarcisio Carvalho, row 2. Row 3 will be Willie Atkinson and Jasper Groteast. Row 4 will be Jesse Ehrman, James Langvin. Harry Krantz and Brandon Perry will bring up row 5. Row 6 is going to be Doug Ward and Daniel McCurdy. And all the way at the back here, we're going to go to the back of this one. There we go. Be Alec Hinchcliffe bringing up the final spot here tonight. We will see a general takeover of the lead next week as Mark Samad has failed to make the grid here tonight, along with a few others. So these drivers are going to get set. We're going to be getting set as we're going to find a good spot here. I find the right camera angle here. It's really difficult here. Let's go to turn 1 maybe. Don't see any good camera angles here. As we are all set here to watch what could be an amazing start to tonight's race. There we go. We got it all set. The lights are up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jenna Lee calls it. It's lights out here at Monza, and away we go. Look at the start, and look, they're already starting to bring it 3 wide to get around one another. But at the front, Jeffrey Lawler, Taylor Toller, side by side through the turn 1, gets it done. And that is a great takeoff so far as they are flying here at Monza. Bruffett already putting the pressure on Toller. Look at this, Jasper starting to break free along with Willie Atkinson. Tarcisio Carvalho feeling the pressure from Jesse Erdman. Krantz joining that party, trying the inside. No! Erdman shuts that down. Langman, Hinchcliffe, Perry, Doug Ward, Daniel McCurdy. McCurdy tries the inside, gets it done. McCurdy makes a pass at the back. Hinchcliffe trying that one. Hinchcliffe is off track. McCurdy comes around. Position made. Taylor Toller, big off track. He's going to have to slow down a little bit, I think. He might have got the slowdown from the marshals. Opens up the door. Jasper gets to the inside. He's going to rip it. Final turn here. Gets the inside of Toller. Toller is going to try and defend. We're coming up to the line side by side. Nobody's giving nobody nothing. Sign me up. This one is going to go all the way to the distance here. Jasper gets to the inside, tries the late break. No. Toller shuts it down, says try harder. We go to the back. Atkinson into the dirt. Erdman comes around, gets the takeoff, gets it sent in here. We are staying green. These guys are flying here at Monza, and it is every man for himself. Sign me up. Do not go anywhere because these, oh my, we got a whole bunch of debris on the track. Debris on the track over there. Everybody's all over right now. They're going through that turn. But right now, Lawler's comfortable. Bruffet's getting comfortable. Toller's getting comfortable in front of Jasper. But behind Jasper, look, it's teammate Tarcisio joins the party. These guys are dialing it in. We have the reds on, and they are cranking it up. They're going to say, all right, let's go for it. We're watching behind Jesse Erdman, Willie Atkinson, Alec Hinchcliffe, and James Langvin all cranked up here too. This one is going to be fantastic. The mid-pack battle is just warming up. And nobody's giving nothing to nobody. Lick the stamp and send it, boys. We're at Monza. James Langvin trying to catch up to Alec Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe and Langvin could be going head-to-head very soon. But behind him, Brandon Perry has been struggling this season to get the positions. But he finds himself in 5th in points just because he has had a couple good solid finishes the last couple weeks. Looks like something happened with Daniel McCurdy. And we got time. We're going to just go double check this right at full speed here. We're going to see what happened to Daniel McCurdy as he came flying into turn 1. Looks like it might have just been, oh my, yep, just off track a little bit. He's fine. All right, move on. Jeffrey Lawler and these guys are still staying clean. Oh my, Tarcisio through the grass. He's mowing the lawn, mowing the lawn, mowing the lawn. As he gets into the grass, gets back out, and he finds himself back on point in this one. Jesse Erdman, of course, defending against Willie Atkinson. Atkinson trying to put the pressure on, but Erdman is very fast right now, especially with that red set of tires. James Langvin and Brandon Perry still trying to catch up. Opens the DRS to gain just a fraction of a second on James Langvin, which is gotta be, they gotta maintain a clean race here to get this one going. See a lot of gravel on turn 1. And something just happened with Doug Ward, as Doug Ward is, he's back on track. It was probably just a spin out or something. Nothing hurt there. Jimmy Fund has got to be very happy about this one, as they are absolutely doing what they can here Harry Krantz looking a little shaky. He could have an issue with his machine, as iRacing is pretty good about simulating damage control here. As a couple of guys out in front, if we get anything tonight, a VSC, it is going to be devastating to somebody's race, as that will rattle the field. We are 5 laps in to a 38-lap shootout here at Monza. And they are seriously cranking up the speed. They're cranking it up. They're not letting out anytime soon. As we go up here, Atkinson still looking for that move on Erdman. Do see a few tire lockups once in a while. Not severe, though. Harry Kronso is struggling a little bit tonight, as he's had a few off tracks here. Still, Lawler, a little bit of an off track there, but he gets it back and saved. His teammate Shade Bruffett is being chased down by Taylor Toller. Interesting deal about Toller. Still got to give him some credit. He won the Patricia Campa Indy 250 this last weekend. If anybody missed that show, it was a great one. Definite barn burner of some amazing driving all the way around. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I try to do my best to work when I'm actually live, as this one does stay alive pretty good. What? What do you mean can't say? Oh, he can't say destroy. Yeah, we gotta try to keep the chat clear there, Jackson. Glad to see you in the chat. Yeah, Alec comes here every week. If you like what you see, though, and you want to see him race more, you got to hit that like button, hit that sub button. It does not bite often. It might have bit me a couple times, but other than that, I got it under control lately. Doug Ward and Daniel McCurdy still at the back. They're just trying to put down some laps and maybe get through this one, as a few drivers are off track, and right there's one of them. That track devastating. Erdman makes a mistake. Langman goes to take advantage. Check this out. James Langman, 2 champions in their own times, are head-to-head here at Monza. Man, I can't see who comes out on top. I'm going to go nuts. If I see a photo finish, I'm going to just go nuts in this booth. I love strat games, but look at this. Erdman and Langman, 2 champions, battling it out for P6. They got to stay clean. They cannot mess up. They got to be on point here. But Willie Atkinson losing out on the positions there, forcing that one. But Alec Hinchcliffe is working it tonight. Brandon Perry's coming down pit road. 7 laps in, he's bringing it down pit road. Lawler's still out in front. Perry could be making a devastating call. Perry, that's not the right call, buddy. Oh my, it looks like he has damage. He did, he had to get a wing replaced. Brandon Perry, oh hey, there's my loving wife Jenna, everybody in the booth. Say hi to her. She allows me to do this one. Dean, glad to see you in the chat. We got some amazing racing going on. I don't know exactly what happened to Brandon Perry, but let's see if we can go find out as what happened on this one. Hope it's not that one. Go back to this one. He's still, oh, there we go. He's still got the wings, so we're going to have to hit play on this one. We're going to have to get this one out of the way. Perry. Oh my, he lost it on the curb. The curb ate that curb is vicious. It ate the front wing. He could not even prevent it. That curb is vicious. That thing's a hungry animal. Somebody should feed the curb. As Perry's wing just got ate by the curb. I'm not sure why the curb would eat the wing, but the front wing is crucial to making them turn. You can drive them without, but it's highly unrecommended. It's essentially the downforce of the front end. The rear wing, obviously, for the back end of it. And if you don't have either one, then you got no traction whatsoever. Shea Bruffett, Taylor Toller just trying to find a pace here, get a rhythm early on. Now, they do have to be careful, as we did see with Brandon Perry, with that coming across the curb, and it just takes out the front wing. He's got to be careful. However, after coming out, Brandon Perry comes out on a hard set of tires. Will it be what he needs to get him to the end? I'm not 100% sure, but I am sure of this, that a pit strat is going to make or break this race, and they've got to be careful. They cannot get complacent behind the wheel of these things. They are vicious, unforgiving, and sometimes very unruly. Just saying from personal experience, sometimes the car wants to go around. Don't go anywhere, race fans. Stay tuned after this brief message from JimmyFund.org. Monza after that brief message from JimmyFund.org. We got plenty of space between some of these guys now. So let's talk about tonight's race sponsors here. Tonight. Let's go into this one right here. So if you go to this deal right here, this JimmyFund.org, you will see that I got a special link in the description. They are a good cause. They do cancer research. So if you got a loved one struggling from cancer, or you want to show your support, hit the link in the description, or go to www.jimmyfund.org and pass a donation along for a great cause. They do a lot of cancer research, like I said, and they do help families who need extras for a loved one that are struggling with this horrific disease that we're all battling to get rid of. So don't be afraid to show a kind heart and donate a little bit. Also, for a lot of guys that are watching, Smith Creations actually does liveries for drivers. If you have a driver that you want to see them get a special livery from Smith Creations, guess what? Hit that link, pass a $20 donation, and I give them a free one on the house. You know what I'm saying? So, and that hot dog does sound delicious. I'm not joking. I want a hot dog. So, for everybody watching, thank you for checking in, though. You got to hit that like button, hit that sub button, though. It's great racing here all the time, especially coming in the near future as we're making big plans for the network and Prime Grid Racing and my own league. Jeffrey Lawler, still our current race leader, though. He's out in front comfortably, 7.8 seconds. Fully on it tonight. Shea Bruffett, however, is coming into the P2 spot. His teammate. And then you got Taylor Toller, Tarcisio Carvalho, who actually hasn't had a good couple weeks. And of course, two-time champion James Langvin sits into the top 5 on his trip back to the grid. Alec Hinchcliffe, Willie Atkinson, still staying on it. They are with it. They're head down. They're staying focused. It's great to see them out there doing really well. Harry Krantz and Jasper Grote find themselves back in 8th and 9th with Doug Ward bringing up top 10th position. Now Jesse Erdman, Brandon Perry, Daniel McCurdy have to find something. They got to find something in that machine to make it slightly faster, or they got to maybe push the edge a little bit more of what it can do. Oh, sweet! Jasper, let me know when the drone's here. I need to know when that drone's here. Here, we'll see if we can get some good drone footage. Now we're talking about drones. Here, we'll see what we got for a drone here. Here's the drone from Ascari. As I don't know who's behind that one. And then we got the other drone from Parabolica here, as that one is just kind of following Jeffrey Lawler. Yeah, the drone's not very good. And of course, we got the blimp footage, as he is absolutely flying here tonight. He's doing a great job of just maintaining his tires. 13 laps in to a 38-lap race. We're well past time for a safety car, though, however. Brandon Perry had the curb eat his front spoiler. It does happen. You do not want to have that happen. That front wing is critical to this machine. It will not turn very easy if you do not have it. You got to brake a lot sooner. It's a challenge to drive at that point. So you're better off just to get it fixed, patched up. However, I do foresee, though, a couple other drivers that push the limits of those curbs will find themselves in a similar situation where they lose that front wing. And oh my, as I'm on him, Willie Atkinson goes around, gets backed up. He's got to whip it. Willie, you got to whip it. You got to whip it good. Just saying, as he did not get that one going very easy. Did a good job getting back on the track, but that put him right in sight of Jasper Grote, who is actually trying to get this one to stick now. He's pushing a little bit harder. He knows somebody's in his sights. He sees he's in striking distance. He's going to have to get it on the exit. Get it on the exit, buddy. No! Willie is fully on it. The DRS zone is coming up. I don't think there is one there. Willie Atkinson under fire from Jasper. Jasper trying the outside. It is a race to turn 1. The drag race is on. Jasper has the advantage with the outside move. Gets it done. Now Willie finds himself with Harry Krantz behind, and Krantz could put him under fire. Man, what a battle going on here just for the top 10. As Krantz does see he's within striking distance. However, they do want to be careful at this point. No safety cars. We're less than 25 laps to go here. There's one time when you got to maintain a complete composure on the track. You got to be just ice in your veins. You got to be similar to Maverick on Top Gun. You got to have the ice in your veins. You got to be able to swerve left, right. Yeah, Roski, the last 2 laps of that race were absolutely crazy. By far, that stream is one of the best finishes I was or I've had on the stream the entire time of the network's lifetime I've been broadcasting. That's by far one of my favorites. Jeffrey Lawler still stays out front. A few guys hitting the pit. Willie Atkinson and a few others hit the pit. Along with Harry Kranz bringing it down pit road. They might be just going for the undercut. Lawler's still out there. How long the soft tire compound can wait, I don't know. I can't tell you. I can tell you, though, Brandon Perry has got the compound change done. As he works his way through turn one, he's going to try and maintain that level. He's got to be a tire whisperer. No joke. He's got to be basically like this. You know, the tire whisperer, he's got to be like, ha, 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 ha. He's got to whisper to those tires. And yeah, 3 wide through Indy in turn 3 is absolutely crazy. I did not expect it. I couldn't have scripted it even better. I would have scripted 4 wide or 5 wide, but you know, 3 wide I'll settle for it on the basis that they did keep that very clean. I was really impressed. But for the moment, we got guys hitting the pit, pretty spread out right now. So we are going to go ahead and put up the track map for you to just see how spread out it is. Put up the battle box so you see how close they are closing. Alec Hinchcliffe is coming out of the pits as Erdman is just trying to catch up to him. Current race leader is Jeffrey Lawler and Shane Bruffett, Taylor Toller. Don't go anywhere, race fans. I am going to be right back. I am back, everybody. Yeah, Toller is starting to get close too. He did get around Bruffett, but Bruffett did hit the pit early. Grabbed the medium set of tires. Now Lawler and Toller, I don't believe have pit, but let's go to the pit strats and see what guys are putting down here. It looks like Lawler's, oh, that's Toller. Toller's bringing it down pit road. Lawler has not pit yet, so Toller's going to be taking the pit. Carvalho has not pit yet either, and he's keeping it out there. But look at the front right tire. Severe wear on Tarcisio's machine. He may have to pit. As if you look at that front right tire, you can actually see it. Let's see if I can get a good front, good look at this one. Oh, that left front here. You see the tire wear on that machine. You got wires. You got everything you need to make that thing lose control here. He's got to stay on it, get it out of the dirt. Otherwise, he could find himself in a spot he does not want to be in. As that front left tire is gone here tonight for Tarcisio. Jeffrey Lawler is out there in full command as he brings it down pit road. He's going to take the change. James Langvin hopefully trying to maybe try some stuff here. but his tire's not so worn. You can kind of see it right there. But that front left tire is looking like he's taking a beating from multiple drivers now. You still see the shine, it's still good to go. If you don't see any shine and see lines through it, that means you got wires showing. So you definitely want to watch it at that point. Tarcisio did decide to pit and get a change here. Langvin, same scenario. He's taking the pit. Shade Bruffett coming around. He's going to take, not quite yet. Lawler is right there with Shade right behind him. And Toller is trying to catch up to him. These guys are in the pit. They're in and out. No times, pit times that we're seeing are anywhere between 4.5 to 4.6 seconds. Great timing out of multiple drivers here. James Langdon did lose it, but he might lose another. Here comes Alex Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe might get the position on Langvin. Langvin is right there. Hinchcliffe sees the advantage, knows he's coming out on fresh tires, and he's going to crank it down. He's going to try to catch Langvin on the fly here to maybe gain another position. Brandon Perry and Jesse Erdman, though, after early on pit stops, have elected to put on the hard set of tires. Will they last the full distance? I do not know. They still got 20 laps to go and get there. And they're just outside of the top 5, where they are in 8th and 9th place. Willie Atkinson looks like he might be looks like he might actually have some fresh tires on that one. Harry Kranz, of course, on a hard set of tires with Doug Ward. Just making sure they're going to have the tires to get to the distance here. Now, Jeffrey Lawler came out on a medium set of tires with his teammate Shea Bruffett. Bruffett coming out, laying down some dirt. He says, all right, I got to get the dirt off tires here. We just got to go full speed. Toller's definitely trying to catch him at this point, as there's only 1.1, 1.2 the gap as we go to the battle box. 1.6. Sorry, between him and Toller. My wife Jenna happens to be watching. Do love you. Can't wait till I'm done here. We got 19 to go. And nobody is backing off the hammer anytime soon, as we do have 2 teammates here, Tarcisio and Jasper. They're going to be definitely trying to improve on what they've done in the past. A top 5 finish for both those 2 drivers would mean a lot. They are a worldwide combo out there. Jasper, of course, from the Netherlands. Tarcisio up in Canada, but from Brazil. So it's going to be great to see what they are able to do here. Do apologize for the windows popping up on the bottom. Thank you for that, Ricky. It is going, so far, it is looking like it is going cautionless. I have not seen one. Ricky, sorry about your unfortunate ordeal. I do hope that everything does turn around for you, as I know it's tough. So hopefully find something soon on that matter. Tim Mars, everybody in the chat, though, if you're looking for him. He's not on the chat here. Yes, the one race since Coda. And I do see some guys going for Alex Hinchcliffe, who was, I believe, one driver you can really keep an eye on. He can get it done. He's been searching for it, and he is gaining on Jasper. But behind him, he does have James Langvin, who happens to be a 2-time Grand Prix champion here. And he can get it done also. Just saying, there is multiple talents on the course here. Let's go run through some of the champions here we've seen in the past. We'll start it off at the top. Last season's champion, Taylor Toller. Out of championship contention right now, but he could be in championship contention after this. Then, of course, we go to next in line, James Langvin. previous 2-time champion, and Jesse Erdman, another champion. 3 champions on the track right now. I believe, I'm not sure, 100% sure if Brandon Perry has ever won a championship, but he's definitely won. Yeah, Ricky, I believe he is from Brazil, but he moved to Canada or something like that. I'm not 100% sure if he's still in Canada, but I mentioned it to him. He reps Canada, Brazil, though. But this network, this league has gone worldwide and still looking for more great talent. If you want some great open wheel racing with a league that is going to be blowing up berries shortly, you are going to want to be a part of this one, especially if you love open wheel. They put on one of the best open wheel leagues I've ever seen. And keep in mind, I've been doing iRacing for a while. I've seen quite a few leagues. And these guys put up a really good show, especially trying to keep the competition tight. And look at this, Toller under fire. Jade Bruffin making the move. Has the advantage on the outside. Toller and him side by side through turn 1. What better way to do this? And Toller defends. What a move on a Toller to defend that spot. He just sent it through there like a man possessed. That opened up the door here, though. See some lap traffic behind. You get Alec Hinchcliffe. He's chomping the bit to get around Jasper. This race has just gotten extra spicy, as now the battles are really cranking up here. Taylor Toller is defending against Shade Bruffett. Tarcisio is in his own, but Jasper Grodes could lose out of the top 5 due to this man, Alex Hinchcliffe. Is Hinchcliffe going to get up into the top 5 tonight? Just maybe. He's got to stay on it. He can't just, don't back out, buddy. Don't back out. Just send it. Just straight up send it. You'll never see it coming. If you can late break that the turn here, get the move done and get it a clean exit, you are gravy. Just saying. I don't know what to tell you, but Brazil is where our driver Tarcisio Carvalho would be from. But as far as cautionless, it's been a little bit as the battles have continued to be more and more intense, and the field is starting to get a little bit more stiffer. But next season, we're shaking the tree. We're going to see what falls out, as for the first time in F1 history of Grand Prix racing, I think, we're going to see an actual draft. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. But you got to be just tuned in on that one, as we're going to I'm going to make it great, I think. We'll find out. But we got Jeffrey Lawler, Taylor Toller, Shade Bruffett in the podium spots. Tarcisio Carvalho, Jasper Van Grodes, who is contending against Alex Hinchcliffe. 14 laps to go. Alec going for the move. Can't make it happen, as just missed out here. Getting through Ascari and just absolutely flying. They have to make every move count here tonight. Jesse Erdman and Brandon Perry are in the top 5, but not quite where they wanted to be at. His strat was not there, as Brandon Perry did have the unfortunate case of a curb eating his front wing. The tire update. What do you mean about tire updates? Everybody's looking fine. They all got their tire compound change in here, and a lot of guys, Lawler. The leaders are on mediums. Where'd Tarcisio go? He just disappeared for a minute. So all the way down to the top 6 or top 7 is on mediums. After that, drivers have selected hards or softs. And it's insane at how this track will make or break your race. Now, Willie Atkinson came out on a soft set of tires. He could be going for fastest lap. However, with 13 laps to go, he better have hoped that pit was last time. You know what? The tires and hot dog sound really good, except for I would not recommend wrapping a hot dog with a tire. It might not be good. All right, so we'll go through what guys are running. Lawler, I have no clue what just happened there. So Lawler, Toller, Bruffett, Carvalho, Hinchcliffe, Van Grotes, and Langvin are all on mediums. Now after that, Erdman and Perry are on hard sets. Willie Atkinson on soft. Perry and Doug are on the hard set. Daniel McCurdy is out on a medium set. Our current race leader, though, is Jeffrey Lawler. Yeah, your teammate is definitely not here tonight. As that is going to be a huge blow to points. Just saying. As it looks like Tarcisio working around the lap traffic now. And Alex Hinchcliffe did get into front of Alex Hinchcliffe somewhere just found himself, oh my, I've seen a lot of stuff here. Hinchcliffe did pass Jasper. Let's go back to this pass and see what we got going on here. As it just looks like the inside move and just gets it done into turn one. Great draw. Oh my, okay, so it looks like a little bit of loss of everything there. So Alex Hinchcliffe finds himself in the top 5 at the end of that one. So great driving so far. We did see an incident happen with Daniel McCurdy. We're going to find out here real quick. We're going to see what was the avoidance here. Looks like he might have just went off track to avoid getting in some lap traffic way. He just went, oh my, just went off over the hills through the woods. So a very low amount of incidents tonight. Very, very challenging course at the high speed. Yes, he did get hurt, I believe. Perry had an early on incident, so he was going through a turn and he lost his wing on the front. So the curb ate his wing. Don't know where it went. Don't know what happened to it, but it was gone. It just disappeared. So Brandon Perry, in a series of unfortunate events, definitely not what he wanted to have happen. I am seeing, however, a ton of off tracks, which drivers will have to be careful here tonight, as they will have to watch the incident count as to avoid the drive-through, which this late in the game is costly. You do not want to have it happen. You get that drive-through penalty, you just as well say bye-bye to that position. We got 11 laps to go in this 38-lap race. Oh my! Toller late in the game losing it. Toller lost it on the exit there. Not what he wanted to see happen. Losing out on the position to Shade. And of course, we do got another incident with Daniel McCurdy. And something happened with McCurdy here. I do not know. He did this. So McCurdy might have went, oh my, McCurdy's just going through that zone. Then we got another incident where it's, okay, it's just the same thing. And then another incident where, yeah, it's just the same thing over and over again. So I don't know why it's clocking him 3 times. SDK needs to watch out sometimes, but Lawler, Bruffett, Toller, our top 3. Tarcisio, Hinchcliffe, Van Grotes, our top, top 6. Then we got Langman, Erdman, Perry, and Atkinson, our top 10 here tonight. Don't go anywhere, everybody. I'm losing my voice late on in this one. So I will be right back after a brief message from jimmyfun.org. I am back, everybody, and check this out. Lawler, Bruffett, Toller. Toller has caught up to Bruffett. Late in the game, the challenge is on. Battle for P2 is on the line with 8 laps to go in this race. This is going to be amazing to see if Toller can battle back, especially after losing it in the turn a little bit. He's back on, so he did save the car, which is great. But now he has to catch up to Bruffett. And Toller does open up the DRS to get a lot of extra speed into the straight here. Toller tries to press it. No, he just kind of lets ease on into it, buddy. As this one is going to come down to the wire, I think, between these two. Tarcisio and Hinchcliffe. All basically on their own. Hinchcliffe, of course, no contenders by him. Lawler's out in front by 19.6 seconds, but Bruffett, his teammate, is finding himself in a challenge, getting challenged for P2 late in this race. Can he hang on? Tarcisio, of course, did have a brief off track. Alex Hinchcliffe might be expected to take advantage of that. He finds himself 3 seconds back on that battle. Bruffett starting to spread his wings a little bit. Has a great turn, sector 3, and he is out front. He's just gapped Toller, so Toller definitely has to be on it coming into the front stretch here, where they want to be fully on that throttle on that exit. Toller might try to get the slipstream here. Doesn't quite. He does open it up, but might be too late here as he's coming into turn 1. It is one of the very heavy braking zones here, and that makes it very challenging, which is absolutely great to see how well these guys are taking turn 1 tonight. Side by side, you name it, they are doing it, and they're not holding back. Great racing amongst all these drivers tonight. Got to shout out each and every one of them in this Jimmy Fun race. If you find yourself in there, all right. Wait, you're getting raised perfect. All right, come on board the Prime Grid, buddy. Let's see it. Let's see what you got. Dean, what are you a professional at? Making hot dogs or grilling, racing? What's your profession? So what are you professional at? I can tell you this much. I am a professional at talking a lot of stuff to these guys. We'll say outside of here, I can get a little bit mouthy. I'm kind of a little bit of a driver mentality once in a while, as I am the best one out there. Just saying, I just don't put me in here because I'm too fast. Jasper and James Langvin, of course, losing out on some times here. It could be a pit strat issue that they had, but when we go to these pit strats all the way across the board, all the guys did get their mandatory pit stops out of the way at the front. And drivers are pushing some of their tires to the edge, like Jesse Erdman right now on the hard set of tires with Brandon Perry. Doesn't look like they're wavering too much on it though. The tires are still on, they're still out there. But if any driver has a worn tire at the end of this one, that could potentially ruin their night. Harry Cronson, Danny McCurdy, of course, having a struggling night tonight. Same with Doug Ward. Doug Ward, of course, doing better each and every track. Just tonight was not his night, as he sits just outside the top 10. Willie Atkinson, after a good pole lap, finds himself staying in the top 5. You see some stuff going on with Toller. It looks like maybe a loss of connection a little bit. Lawler and Bruffett, P1, P2 right now. So we got 5 laps to go in this Jimmy Fun race. Oh my goodness, Hash Brown. That sounds freaking awesome. That is absolutely awesome. As this one is, yeah, Alec needs some celebratory hot dogs. He's been having a rough couple races, but tonight he's fully on it. He's got 5 to go. And he's in the top 5. At the end of the night, guys, stay around, as I will be interviewing the top 5, including this man, if he actually holds down top 5 here tonight. That is going to be awesome for him. I can't wait to see what he pulls out at the end of the night, to be honest, as he does sit 5.2 behind Tarcisio. So if Tarcisio makes a mistake late in this run, that could be not what you want to do. Where'd Alec go? Dang it, Alec, he's playing Houdini out there too. You see a few drivers here. Oh my, James Langvin goes into the pits. He just jumped there. I don't know what happened to him. Let's find out. Langvin looks like he's battling with the Erdman. Oh my, we got Langvin goes upside down on his lid. Oh my, that is going to be a heavy review at the end of tonight. James Langvin on his lid at the end of this one. Not how you want to park your car. All right, so that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome to hear. As Jesse Erdman and James Langvin get into that one. It will be reviewed at the end of the night, I'm sure. I don't know what will result in that one, but man, Langvin went for a ride. I tell you what, as I've been there before. It is not fun to go upside down in these machines. Lawler sits comfortably though. No, Roski, you cannot park there. Exactly. You gotta maintain something there. It's awesome to see you guys in the chat tonight. It is absolutely awesome. For all my fans in the stands, though, while you're there, don't be afraid to check out the link in the description for the exclusive Indy 250 T-shirt. As if you were a part of it, if you want to memorialize the occasion, that is one way to do it. As Taylor Toller did have an epic race. Also, there's exclusive Prime Good Racing merch in there. as all that will go to help support the network and the league. What? Why are you not surprised, Ricky? Come on. Tell me why you're not surprised there. I am surprised. That was just a hard, I don't know how to explain it, but that one just went upside. It went. And late in the game, something happened with Jasper. Jasper's off track. Jasper might have missed the break zone. Alec, if he holds this, he will secure 5th. Lawler, Toller, Bruffett, Carvalho, Hinchcliffe, our top 5 here tonight, as this points board is going to get rattled tonight. Hey, now, hey, it wasn't that bad at Bathurst, all right? I did fantastic there. Or if you're talking about the Bathurst GT3 one, I did fantastic. I mean, I put the car out there, I crashed a whole bunch, and then I said I'm done with this for like 93 to 150 laps or something like that, as Blackout Motorsports did not perform that day. Jasper Van Grotes, however, did perform that day, and he did a great job for representing Blackout Motorsports. We got Jeffrey Lawler, Taylor Toller, Shane Bruffett, Art. Where did that pass happen? Okay, we're going to go find out here. We're going to find out where this pass was. So here's the pass from Shane Bruffett, Taylor Toller in front of Shane Bruffett. So Taylor Toller got into P2, and he made that, yeah, just a plain pass right there. Man, what a job there. Lawler on his final lap here. Moments away from claiming victory. The trifecta here at Monza. Hopefully he does not blow it. As a certain somebody who might be watching, Mr. Dylan Moranti, will tell you it's not very fun. Yeah, I'm well aware of that, Ricky. You guys did a great job. That monsoon was crazy. I will tell you, I'm never partaking in another race like that again. Lawler coming up. The final lap, the final DRS zone, coming up to the final few turns here. Moments away. He's got to stay on it, remain complacent, and just bring it home. 24.42, dominating performance out of him. And he is just right behind Erdman right now. He's just saying, hey, Erdman, I'm here. I'm just going to ride this one out. And Jeffrey Lawler seals the deal. The trifecta here for the Jimmy Fund Italian Grand Prix at Prime Grid Racing. Taylor Toller going to be bringing home a P2 after this one. Great drive out of him. And Shane Bruffett, Tarcisio Carvalho, and Alex Hinchcliffe, our top 5, as long as they do not blow it. And let's just go down here. Top 5 to the front stretch.
Top 5.
As we're going to bring the top 5 to the front stretch here. Jeffrey Lawler, Taylor Toller, Shane Bruffett, our top 3. Tarcisio Carvalho, Alex Hinchcliffe, our top 5. Jasper Van Grotes, Jesse Erdman fell short, getting into 6 and 7. And then we go on to here to Willie Atkinson, Brandon Perry, Krantz, Ward, McCurdy, Langvin, bringing up the rear of the grid, as Brandon Perry has a special message from Jimmy Fund.
Yes, well, yeah, actually, like I said, anybody wants to donate, we'd appreciate some donations, to jimmyfund.org, so we can fight back. But, I want to start practicing our Driver of the Night award. Definitely going to be something that we're doing every race next season. And to me, Harry Krantz deserves it tonight. Harry has either got, the flu or some sort of really bad cold or something that he's fighting through, but he made it through the whole race to score some points for his team. So I really think he deserves it tonight.
Yeah, that and another one that spoke to me is Alec Hinchcliffe, getting up into the top 5.
Nope, it's Harry Krantz tonight. It's absolutely Harry Krantz tonight.
Battle of the flu and the kids in top 10? Yeah, I'll take that one. Let's do it.
Let's bring him up.
Harry. So,
what's going on, Brandon?
For the first time, we're going to do a driver of the night, and you happen to have got it. You battled the flu. You got past it all. How do you feel about this one?
Well, I definitely feel a lot better than I did when the race started. I'm glad I did it. Instead of sitting around, doing nothing, I would have felt awful, but I'm disappointed Leon couldn't show up because I showed up to keep us in the battle, but now we don't got Leon with us, so I don't know, we'll see
real life
what
stuff
happens in the
happens.
standings, but yeah, you know.
Well, you got the driver of the night here at the network. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody that might be watching, cheer you on in that number 16 machine?
Yes, I would like to shout out my parents for watching all my races, and also like to shout out my girlfriend for also watching my races. And then, yeah.
How about the sponsors? Don't they deserve some love? Jeez.
Oh, yeah, of course. Here, give me 1 minute. But yes, no, to our sponsors, 1 second.
We got No BS Tech and Jimmy
Yes,
Fun
sorry,
here tonight.
I forget them off the top of my head. I don't know where to find it. But yes, with No BS Tech and
You
that's
got
Anthony
Wise
Yunus,
Out,
right?
all those guys, Liam, everybody. Just shout out all the sponsors.
Yeah, no. Shout out all the sponsors. I'm sorry, I can't name you guys off the top of my head. There's a lot going on, but yeah, I appreciate everything you guys do. Especially you too, Brandon. Both Brandons. You guys do so much for us, so I'd like to thank you guys. But yeah.
All right, thank you for that, Harry. I'm going to get down to the guys. Great
Awesome,
drive
thank
here
you.
tonight, and congrats on the driver of the night.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. So Harry Cron's getting driver of the night, and now let's go to our top 5. A man who everybody's been cheering on the entire night, Alex Hinchcliffe. Let's hear from him. Alec.
Yo.
You got a top 5 here tonight at Monza. How do you
did
feel
it.
about this one?
I feel great. That was a fun one.
Yes. I mean, he battled back. It looked at first you weren't going to get it. Then he battled back. He got the lucky breaks on a couple other drivers in there, and you just kept your head down and kept moving forward. I mean, it was great to see you up on the top 5.
Yeah. I tried to put on a show for the stream at any moment that I could. I knew starting from the back, I would have a lot more opportunities than normal to kind of like do little show stuff. But I hope it was good fun for everyone involved.
Absolutely, and you did it. You got the top 5. Any shout-outs you got to do for any of the fans you might have watching the stands?
Well, definitely all my fans, to my work squad and my friends, my family that all tune in and watch me race. There's a bunch of them that tune in, so I appreciate everyone watching, and of course the sponsors. You, Brandon Perry, Anthony Yunus, No BS Tech, Jesse Erdman, Liam Doyle, Brandon's, Landon, Bednards, the Wise Owl Wash, Wheels America, everybody. This has been really fun participating in this league. I love looking forward to every Monday night, and I'm looking forward to next week.
All right. Thank you for that, Alex. I'm going to get you down to the guys. Great job in the top 5 here tonight.
Thank you.
So that was Alex Hinchcliffe. And now let's go to Tarcisio Carvalho in that number 9 machine as he got in the 4th place. Tarcisio. Hello? Tarcisio. All right. Well, if Tarcisio was up here, he'd say, what a great show, and Blackout Motorsports Racing Network is the best, and thank you to all the sponsors out there, including Jimmy Fund, and pass that donation along. Now we're going to go to driver of the number 79 all-white machine, Shade Bruffett. Shade.
Hey, Brandon.
What a race, especially the battle between you and Toller at the end. How was this one for you?
It's pretty good. I mean, I finally on the podium. Me and Jeffrey, we got a double podium as a team, so that was good. Really missed out on the 1-2. I wanted the 1-2 so bad, but Taylor overall, he was faster. kind of ran into a little bit of back markers. They were battling though, so I understand they got a race too, but it got him in my DRS, and then it was just on from there. And he was the faster guy by a long shot.
Yeah, as this race, as it went on, you could see the fuel strats and everything else kind of take control, especially with the tire compounds.
Yes, yeah, and go figure. I tend to want to do like a weird offset strategy, and I think it would have really paid off here. Everybody kept it really clean, no safety cars. This was the one to do it, and I didn't.
Yeah, as the offset strategy could have paid off big if you would have pulled that one out.
Yeah, but P3, I'll take it.
All right, well, you did great. You got on the podium. Any shout-outs you got to do for anybody else that might be watching, cheering you on in that number 9 machine, or 79 machine?
Well, first off, I want to thank all the sponsors. This is put on by the Jimmy Fund, so anybody watching, go ahead and donate to that. I want to thank Prime Grid Racing for setting up these races and letting us go at it and have epic battles like we did tonight. And I want to thank you for broadcasting, Brandon. Also, all of our sponsors that we got Blackout, Wise Owl Wash, Wheels America, No BS Tech, and also Danielle, my wife. I think she's watching probably downstairs right now. Want to do a shout out to her for putting up with me and my sim racing addiction.
All right, Shay, great job here tonight. You sealed the deal. You got the podium. Congrats.
Finally.
Yeah, well deserved.
Thanks.
Thank you. Now we're going to go to our second place finisher, driver of the number 17 McLaren-inspired Mercedes, Taylor Toller, the tea time. Let's bring him on up. Taylor.
What's going on, man?
What a night. You got the move done on Shane with moments to go, just in time. You got a P2 finish here. How was this one for you, especially with some of the intense battles and side-by-sides you had through that turn 1?
It's and I don't want to jinx myself here, but it's looking like things might be taking a good turn. For me, with winning the Patricia Camper race the other night, and then coming in with a solid P2 finish tonight. I didn't let it get in my head when I first lost it. Let him get the position back, and kind of like right there off the start, I forgot how to drive. I don't know. I guess I just got amnesia and just forgot how to drive the car. The first couple of laps loaded down with fuel, so had to really get my head readjusted and get back into the race and racing with Shade. That was awesome, man. We battled each other really hard. And I felt like we gave each other just enough room to not wreck each other. So it just it was a really good race. Really good race.
All right, thank you for that, Toller. I mean, that was fantastic what you did. You got the second place finish here. Any shout-outs you got to do for any fans you might have in the stands?
Yeah, we're going to shout out the Jimmy Fund. I know we did the Jimmy Fund tonight. That's a good cause to donate to. You got Brandon Perry, Prime Grid Racing, Anthony Yunez, No BS Tech, Jesse Urban, Liam Doyle. I know they give money towards the league. Landon Bednars with Wise Owl Wash, Thomas Meeks, Wheels America, and then last but not least, you and your wife for everything that you guys do behind the scenes. I know your wife does a lot with the, behind the scenes work of the stream. Really appreciate her and what she does. Really appreciate you doing the broadcast, man. I know it's hard work, what you guys do, and just want you to know I really appreciate you guys. And really appreciate just all of our sponsors. They really help put forward a good league. I like the direction that the league is headed. Thanks, Brandon Perry, for that. Thank you to my wife for watching, my mom, my dad, my grandma. Thank you for you guys watching, your support, and everybody watching. Thank you guys so much. All the competitors. Really appreciate everybody coming out tonight. No, it was a smaller grid. My teammate, he had to miss tonight because of some work. I think he got stuck at work or something happened, and a couple other guys have missed because of various reasons. But look to be back next week at Silverstone with a large grid.
All right, thank you for that, Taylor. Great job here at Monza, and congrats.
Yes, sir. Thank
you. And now we're going to go to our number 1 guy, driver of the number 8 all-white beast Mercedes, Jeffrey Lawler. He got the hat trick. Let's hear from him. Jeffrey.
Hello.
Man, what a night. How was this one for you, man? He got the trifecta at Monza in what looked like to be an unbelievable pace.
It was pretty great. I think the most action I had was at the start there. I accidentally did the practice starts on mediums, so that kind of threw me off. And when I seen the 2 cars behind drop back, I'm like, isn't there one more car? And I looked to my right, and Taylor's right there, just holding my mirror, letting me know he's right there. So yeah, it was a fun little battle there, through 1 and 2. And yeah, it's just a shame that Leon, Stefan, there was one more person I believe that wasn't able to make it. So there wasn't really much to see them. They're really good front runners. So I think there definitely would have been more to think about strategy wise and battling. But it was pretty great, had a couple incidents, got it done. Shout out to Shade Bruffett. We were right there. He knew that was our time to shine, to get the 1-2, because a few of the guys that were, just got that little bit more weren't here, so he was trying to get that second place, but just missed out by just that much. So we'll take the double podium though. That's pretty cool.
All right, well, you did it, the trifecta. Any shout outs you got to do for any fans you might have in the stands?
Oh yeah, shout out to my friends watching as always and supporting me, Jalen Jenkins and Evil. We were watching the stream, hanging out in your YouTube chat there. Shout out to you, Brandon Smith, for streaming Blackout Motorsports as well. Shout out to Brandon Perry for PGR League hosting this race and doing what he does, let us race here and give us a cool place to battle each other. And then shout out to No BS Tech, Wise Owl Wash, and Wheels America.
What about Jimmy Fun, dude? Come on. We'll get you straightened out. Well. Don't worry. We'll get you straightened out to pay attention to sponsors. But anyway, great having you on board. Great win here at Monza. What a night. You did it. You got the trifecta. You got the big dub here at the House of Speed. Great job tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. That was Jeffrey Lawler, everybody. He did it. He got the dub, the trifecta. For everybody else out there watching, look at the link. Go to jimmyfund.org, pass a donation along. It goes towards a great cause. Everybody around the world probably knows somebody who struggles with cancer, and that is what those guys aim to get rid of. So you'll want to go to the link, pass it on a donation. If you do a $20 donation, of course, Blackout Smith Creations will be doing a free livery of the driver of your choice. All you got to do is let me know. For everybody watching, I want to shout out to all our sponsors out there. We got Jimmy Fund, Wise Out Wash, Wheels America, No BS Tech, Flem Dogs Auto Repair, and a few others out there. Liam Doyle, Jesse Urban. Big shout out to Brandon Perry for bringing me on board for the entire until whenever he decides to fire me or something like that. Who knows? But glad to see everybody in the chat. I'm out of here for the night. Peace.
Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me. You're young. 'Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. 'Cause honestly, let's hold our breath. This is so real. Just you and me, let's escape, girl, tonight.